Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be about my top tips for any pre-nursing students or anyone inquiring about nursing. Just so you know, I am filming this video in my closet. The kids are downstairs, so if you do hear any noise, I do apologize, but guess what? I got tips for you today. So I do want to make sure that you guys are not confused watching this video. So I am considered a pre-nursing student, and what that is I am inspiring to be a future RN. A pre-nursing student is someone who are taking their prerequisites towards the nursing program. A nursing student is someone who is already in the program, going through clinicals, going through rotations, going through the day-to-day of taking the steps to becoming an RN. Before I get into my pre-nursing tips, I do want to give you a caution on the mistakes that I made previously that you can avoid. So if you guys do not know, I previously got a bachelor's in another degree, and that school that I went to and the school that I'm going to now was not accredited. So I want to say the very thing that you must make sure is that if you plan on, if you don't know what career you want to go into, or if you have a change in career, whatever school you are going to, you want to make sure that that school is accredited. And when I mean accredited, meaning you can transfer your credits and you do not have to retake those classes, because that is the number one mistake that I went through. The school that I went to was not accredited to the school that I'm going to now. So I've spent the last year doing all of my prereqs over again. That is the most important tip, besides the tips that I'm gonna give you in this video, before you are trying to get into nursing. Please, please, please make sure that you speak with your advisor, or you know for yourself that if I decide that I want to go into something else or move out of town, make sure the college, community college, the university that you are going to, it is accredited. Because I can honestly say I could have been halfway into the nursing program right now if I had done the proper research. So let's get right into the tips. My first tip that I have is to make sure you meet face-to-face with your advisor. You guys go over your schedule, you guys go over the classes. One of the mistakes that I made previously was just doing everything by email, not going to sit down with my advisor, and not going to actually see what the nursing program course entails. So I spent the summer term, and I spent the fall semester completing 3 classes that I did not need. Mind you, I do not get any financial aid because I already have a previous degree, and they do not give financial aid for 2 undergraduates. So that was money wasted that is not even going to the nursing program. It doesn't help me. I just took them. So for me, it was my mistake to not go in and sit down and see, this is a class I need to take. Okay, why am I taking this class? Do I need this class? Okay, I don't want to take this class if I don't need it. Number 1, meet with the advisor face to face. Try to avoid anything by email regarding your schedule. You want everything in hand, in a plan, so you know this semester I'm taking this step, this semester I'm taking these classes. So please just listen, and you won't be in the situation that I'm in. My number 2 tip is make sure you are very organized. I am a very organized person. I like to think that I am. I do have a planner that I write down all my classes. I write down what I need to complete for the day, the week, or whatever it is. I can guarantee you, buying a planner, it is worth it. You will be able to keep track of all your assignments, all your tests, everything that you have to do. So in order to be successful, you must be organized. So my 3rd tip is time management. Time management is very important, especially if you are in your prereqs, because you want to make sure you are getting the highest possible grade in those classes, because your GPA will be used for consideration of acceptance into the nursing program. And it's very important that you just, again, make sure you choose the right classes. That way you're not taking classes, and that way you're prioritizing your time to do the work for those classes. Don't try and overload yourself. Don't try and get through quickly. I've tried both, and I've had mistakes. I've tried to take classes I've tried to take more than the classes that I can handle, and I wind up not doing so well, and it dropped my GPA. On the other hand, I've wind up taking a lighter course load and got all A's in those classes, and it boosts my GPA. So it's just weighing your options, time management. What can you handle? So my fourth tip is to always ask questions. Remember, there's no such thing as a dumb question. You know, in the past, there were times where I would not ask questions. I would be afraid to ask questions. I would have all my questions written down on my notepad, and then I'll wait to leave class and email the instructor. I would say not to email because you will not get the same reaction or response from an email than you would get in live classroom setting. And it, you know, most things in emails can come off misconstrued. And no, I'm not saying do not email your instructor, because there's nowadays where you can do online classes completely. That's totally fine. What I'm saying is, if you are in a classroom setting, try to ask the questions in the classroom setting. That way you are more aware, or the instructor is more aware of what he needs to teach you, or how he needs to teach you, or how he needs to communicate with you. Tip 5, study your class material. Study. Next tip, number 6, motivate yourself. There has been times where I do not want to do anything, but I have to find it some way, somehow, to motivate myself, whether it's going to get my nails did, or listening to music, or catching up on my favorite shows for a few hours. Anything to get me back in the mode to do my schoolwork. I know right now is a very stressful time, but for me, what I like to do is reward myself. So motivate yourself to keep on going, motivate yourself to keep pushing, motivate yourself. And you know, another tip, don't be so hard on yourself. If you plan to do something on, say, Thursday, and you don't get to it on Thursday, it's okay. Don't be so hard on yourself. Don't overwork yourself. Tip 7, I highly recommend this tip. If you are inspiring to go into nursing, I highly recommend that you get a position as a CNA, a PCA. Some hospitals may call it a patient tech. This way you have hands-on experience of what is to come. Some people cannot handle the nursing field. Some people watch TV shows. I myself watch Grey's Anatomy, Chicago Med, Chicago PD, everything related around the medical field or profession. Chicago PD is not professional, but guess what? They link shows, okay? So yes, they are. So I watch those shows, and it's nothing like that. Trust me when I tell you, watching the TV shows, they are very good, but it's nothing like the actual nursing field setting. Again, I cannot stress this enough. Get a position to where you are hands-on, knowing this experience. Because guess what? You go through all that schooling and you may not even like the position. You may not even like the work. You just get a position, okay? Tip 8, I highly recommend you form friendships or study groups with students that are in your class that are going to be heading in the same direction as you as far as the nursing program. That way, if you don't know something, you can call on a friend to help you out, or you guys can teach each other. Okay, so say for instance, I don't know something. The other person may know or can explain it to you better. So I say I formed study groups this semester, and it's really been beneficial for me. I highly recommend that you form friendships and study groups with people in your class. Tip number 9, self-care. I cannot express how important self-care is. There has been times I've felt so stressed out that I've cried. Like literally. Like I've been so stressed I've cried. Give your brain a break, relax, turn on some TV, have a dance party, whatever you need to do to get yourself de-stressed. A stressed person, a stressed student, a stressed mom is not good for nobody. Trust me. Like, I'm stressing right now. Literally. No, really. But I would say take care of yourself. Take care of yourself, your body, your mind, your mental. Take care of it, please. This will help you to focus better on your classes, to help you focus, period. Self-care, ladies and gents. Self-care. My final tip. is to love what you do. Find the passion for what you love to do. If you do not love nursing, or you think going into the nursing field for the money, you will easily fail. I'm sorry. Find a passion for whatever it is you want to do, whatever field you want to go in. The healthcare has so many fields that you can go in. All I'm saying is, if you are trying to go into the nursing field for the money, that will only get you so far. You have to love what you do to get up and go to work day after day after day. So I would say, if you don't love it, don't do it. But if you do, if you really have a passion for being a nurse or caring for others, be great at it. Don't give up. It's going to be a long road. It's going to be stressful times. Do not give up. So guys, I do want to thank you so much for watching my video. I do hope these tips helped you out. I do hope it encouraged you, motivated you, and just to not give up. I really thank you so much for watching my videos. If you do have any questions, you can leave them down in the comment section. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys. Until next time.